Use some fucking common sense. What's up, fam? It's your boy Demuir here, purveyor of all sounds underground. Thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel today, where I'll be sharing with you my 5 top disastrous music marketing mistakes that I see a lot of us making out there. But before we jump into things, what I need from you is that SLC, hit subscribe, like, comment, and more importantly, hit the notifications bell to stay in tune with the new videos that we have up and coming. All right, so 5 disastrous music marketing mistakes that I've observed. And this is part of the reason why I'm a little hard on PR firms as of late. And it's, I think there's a number of them that do the job very well, so don't get me wrong on that. But for the most part, some of the tactics I've seen, which I'm going to share with you, are just complete bullshit. All right, so why don't we jump into it? Point number 1 is what I call the hit and run. This is when you are a complete newbie, you got a new track, you posted a private link up on SoundCloud, and then you just hit someone up like myself or some other random DJ and producer and say, there you go, bye. No context, no relationship management whatsoever. And do you really think that that approach is going to inspire me with a deep sense of urgency to jump on what your track is? The likelihood is not. And I've never used this approach. I always believe that if you put out very strong music, the right people will come to it. You don't need to use tactics like this or any of the other 4 that I'm about to present to you. So that's the hit and run. It's whack. Point number 2, this one sucks balls big time, which is fake plays and bots to sort of pump up the amount of plays that you have on your track, whether on SoundCloud or Spotify or wherever it is, to make it seem like there's this huge demand for the track. And my whole thing here is that use some fucking common sense. People are not stupid. If I see people reposting or playing a certain track and I look at the profile and it's like a ghost profile where it's got 1 follower, 2 followers, it's obvious that they don't do much with the profile. I know it's a fucking robot playing your track, bro. Like, that doesn't make you any more popular than you think you are. It might look good for certain algorithms and stuff, but those are so short-lived. And believe me, as a DJ and producer, I'm not gonna look at and say, oh man, this guy's got like 20,000 plays, but he only has 100 followers. Wow, let me download that track and make sure it's in my set. Fuck that. I already know you're playing a dumbass game, so fuck off with that one. Point number 3, this one is also whack too. It's called popular tagging, and what I mean by that is when you post up a track, and I've seen some PR firms do this, and it's actually quite disheartening as an artist when you experience this. You release a song, and then a firm or a group of individuals that are responsible for marketing the track post your song up, and then they put like some unrelated DJ or groups or labels up to sort of draw plays or awareness to the track. So it's best of intentions, but it looks really stupid when there's such a contrast in the types of artists. That would be like, me posting up a new track and tagging Martin Garrix or Steve Aoki in it. 2 individuals whose music and, tactics I absolutely despise in this music. Why the fuck would I do that? I don't care how many followers they have. It's just a bad look all around. And point number 4 is what I call clickbait. So we've seen this happen a lot on Twitter. I think, something would come up in the feed and it'd be like, you wouldn't actually recognize that it's a sponsored page of some sort, but it might be something that piques your interest and you click on it and oh shit, you land on some random dude's SoundCloud profile with some new track that they just bounced out of their DAW and saying, yo, check it out. I call that clickbait shit. I don't see too much of it, thankfully, but it's out there. It's a whack way to promote your music. Don't do it. And point number 5 is one of the best and dumbest tactics I've ever seen. It's similar to point number 1. But you'll understand why this one is so bad. So, like point number one with the hit and run, you randomly get a link sent to your DM, and it's like followed by "buy my track, bro." So it's a link not even to their SoundCloud profile or Dropbox where you can actually download the file directly. It's literally the artist saying, "This is my track up on this retailer. Go buy it, man. You're going to love it." And all I can do is laugh about this, because if you really had that much belief in your track or your song or whatever it is you put together, remix, whatever, you wouldn't have a need to do shit like this. I've never done shit like that. I've never randomly hit up some people and said, "Yo, check this out, go buy it off of Beatport and, support it and chart it." Like, I know you and I owe you something, because that's really how it comes across. And unfortunately, I always remember the people that have done that shit where I just end up blocking you right off the bat, because I think it's such a whack way to spam and promote or attempt to promote your music. And there you have it. Those are my thoughts on the 5 most disastrous music marketing mistakes that people often make, or firms make from time to time. Let me know your thoughts on it. I love to hear them by your comments and hitting like or dislike the video if you want to. But please do, if you do love this stuff, please share it. It definitely helps for the algorithms and further conversation. I usually get involved in a conversation within 48 hours of posting these videos, and this particular one, I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts on it, because I think it's completely absurd and ridiculous. And remember, the conversation doesn't have to stop here. You could check out our Discord server, as well as check out my Patreon for any unique and exclusive content. I do a weekly production stream there, as well as exclusive music that isn't available anywhere else. So check us out. Much love and respect to you. Peace.